I was awakened to this catastrophe when I was sent to Iraq in 2005 to fight to protect our democracy and to bring evil to justice. I learned very quickly that this had nothing to do with preserving democracy or working against evil. I learned that I was just a buffer, a cleanup man. Our job was to clean up the messes that Blackwater had left behind, as they would drive their fully armored Range Rovers through streets of villages, either to kill or to destroy. We were unknowingly the ones who cleaned the crime scenes of any evidence of any Blackwater presence, and to also arrest any innocent people, and to place the blame of anything imaginable upon them, which often seemed to lead to us getting mortared or fired upon. Upon returning home to America, I was accepted as a hero and was thanked for all that I had done. I used to accept these gestures until I started to think to myself, did Superman ever destroy people's homes? Did Captain America ever detain innocent civilians? No. What was so heroic, I wondered. I kept this to myself until I started having run-ins with police, nightmares, and I also started losing interest in about anything I tried to do. I started to read opposing viewpoints of the wars and learned a lot. Then I watched the television, then had another epiphany. The story fed to the American people through the rhetoric of Fox News or NBC or CNN or even NPR was a very one-sided point of view. One-sided point of view, and seemed to lack the truthfulness of the actual reality in Iraq in 2005. They forgot to mention that most detainees detained are innocent. They forgot to mention that there are no weapons of mass destruction. They forgot to mention that the real reasons we need bailouts and stimuluses and budget cuts and layoffs such as, they forgot to mention the real reasons we need bailouts and stimuluses and budget cuts and layoffs is because of the $1 trillion spent on these murders since 2001, which alone would have put an end to all financial woes our economy faces today, but would have also left GE bankrupt. They forgot to mention the actual death toll in more places than Iraq and Afghanistan, such as Africa or Pakistan or Palestine, which include mostly women and children, and mostly none were enemy combatants. They forgot to mention the neighborhoods leveled by bombs daily and the constant killing of innocent people by mercenaries hired whether through Blackwater or any other contractor. In my opinion, we are destroying any signs of culture or individuality and replacing it with dependence on our democratic system. I don't care if they lie to me, I know the story. I do care that they're lying to our children. They're telling our kids that it's honorable and righteous to defend their country, which is. But they're using the image of righteousness to veil the true images of gluttony, thievery, murder, and outright genocide, all in the name of profit. I despise the fact that our children are lied to and manipulated daily. It's everywhere. War in the news, war in the video games, war in the movies. War is not an honorable task anymore. You don't defend anything but an investment anymore. You're only a hero until you speak up and try to defend the actual truth. Ask Scott Olson. What our children need is a proper education, with no lobbied political interest ingrained. We need to teach our children to look up to real heroes and real humanitarians. We need them to expand their imaginations, and we need to be parents and teachers who are concerned with the futures of our children. Our teachers need teaching jobs where the environment is teachable and the children can learn. We won't get any of this agreeing with any corporate entity. We need to take it. We need to take our country back and give it to the youth. These are not future veterans, they're future casualties. Veteran is a title given to those who survive. You are a casualty the second you touch the battlefield, and you'll never be the same again. In the words of Walter Russell, a new world, one world, cannot grow out of a universe built on foundations of hate and fear by unbalanced taking. A new world must have new foundations. An eternal foundation is not built as one whole. It's built lovingly, stone by stone. Thus man must rebuild his world. Free Bradley Manning.